Richard Hammond's daughter Izzy was in a heartbreaking car crash just an hour after buying it. An hour after buying her dream car, Izzy, Richard Hammond's daughter, suffered a heartbreaking car accident that she could never forget. Izzy Hammond has always been a speed enthusiast. Unlike other girls her age, she loves sports cars, fast and powerful cars. Since she was little, Izzy has always been seen beside her famous father, Richard Hammond, Indiana racing shows and road trips. She secretly dreamed of one day having her own car, to freely explore the world, just like her father did. That day, the sun was shining, a day that Izzy could never forget. Richard, her loving father, decided to make a special gift for Izzy's 21st birthday, a sports car that she had long dreamed of. She sat in the car, feeling extremely happy, looking at her father's proud eyes. "Happy birthday, Izzy," Richard said with a warm smile. "This car will definitely bring you a lot of joy." The limited edition car, bright red, shiny under the sun. Izzy drove it out of the showroom, feeling like she was flying on the open roads. She felt free, as if the car was a part of herself. Happiness and excitement filled her heart. Izzy couldn't wait to test the speed and power of the car. But just an hour later, that short-lived joy turned into indescribable pain. While driving on a deserted road, Izzy unfortunately lost focus for a moment while looking at her phone, and the car started to slide due to the wet road. She tried to keep her grip on the steering wheel, but couldn't stop the car from crashing straight into a large tree on the side of the road. A loud crash was heard, and then everything went dark. Richard, who had received the call with the bad news, immediately rushed to the scene. His heart ached when he saw his daughter's car heavily damaged, smoke rising from a small fire at the front of the car. For what seemed like an eternity, Richard could only stand still, unable to do anything but pray for Izzy. His daughter was taken to the hospital in critical condition. At that moment, Richard felt as if a part of him had been shattered. He had experienced so many ups and downs in life, but had never felt such pain. Sitting by Izzy's hospital bed, Richard held his daughter's hand, his eyes red with worry and pity. Izzy luckily survived the accident, but she had to deal with severe injuries. In particular, the collision caused her to have a broken femur and several other serious injuries. But the most painful thing for Izzy was not the physical injuries, but the feeling of guilt, because she had caused her father to suffer this pain. "Dad, I'm sorry. I don't know what to say," Izzy sobbed, her eyes filled with tears as she looked at her father, whom she had always admired. Richard smiled, his eyes filled with love and sympathy. "You don't need to apologize, Izzy. The most important thing is that you are alive, you will overcome everything. I will always be by your side, no matter what happens." Despite the ups and downs of his career and life, Richard knew that nothing was more important than family. From then on, he spent more time with Izzy, helping her recover both physically and mentally. He also reminded her about driving safely, because quick decisions and moments of distraction can change lives forever. Izzy gradually recovered, and with the help of her father, she returned to her passion for cars, but this time, she learned to cherish life and always put safety first. Although the car was badly damaged, for her, the lesson the accident brought was the most important thing. Finally, one afternoon, when the new car had been replaced with a safer one, Richard and Izzy drove together, quietly enjoying the wide roads. It was no longer just the joy of speed, but the happiness of living in moments with loved ones.